Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. So we're out here on a beautiful hike. It's just a gorgeous day, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, magical.
Love it, loving
With a
this,
capital
loving
N.
this. Which is a good way to kick off this video.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the sun.
Yeah, sun is beautiful. You know, if you keep yourself in a positive state, you can actually use, events that you may not prefer that are occurring to your favor, right? And we always say this, everything happens for a reason. It's just another way to look at that.
Exactly. For example, if you're on vacation at a beach place and all of a sudden you have an amazing electrical storm, right? You can use that to your advantage and enjoy it. Jeffrey and I were in Costa Rica last year, and we were doing the bioluminescent experience, and there was an electrical thunderstorm, which obviously isn't something that you prefer when you're out on the water, but in that particular instance, it just couldn't have been more incredible, right?
It was magical. It absolutely was.
It was just incredible.
Yeah.
So, also bringing it to today's events, this whole quarantine with people being furloughed and let go, and being I don't even want to use the word stuck inside, because again, that's a situation. Maybe you would prefer to be outside in nature, and you don't have ability to do that because you live in a big city.
Right.
So you have options. You can pop in your car if you've got one, and you can drive out to your parents who live in the woods in Colorado and come visit them like our kids did. And they've been here for 2 months. So yeah, nobody prefers to have this pandemic, but guess what? We have had the benefit of having our daughter and her boyfriend and their rescue dog with us for 2 months, and they've had the benefit of having nature, to experience and explore. So
yeah, I keep calling it the gift of time. So if you look at the situation that's going on, it's pretty easy to see how someone could spin it as a real negative. It's an event that you would, I guess it's an event that you would prefer not to happen. That's
how nobody wants this pandemic.
How we kick this off. So call it an event that you would prefer not to happen, but using it to your advantage. So, take this gift of time and use it. We're out here. We're probably doing more hiking than we normally would, right? So a lot of things are closed.
Right.
So you end up using the time to your benefit, whether it's, reading a good book, writing a book, going out into nature, or, learning something new. If you use it to your advantage,
right,
it's a positive.
Absolutely. And, not just the pandemic, but a lot of things that have come along with it. For example, if you have been furloughed or laid off or lost your job, use this free time. I'm going to call it free time that normally you'd be going into an office, or a work environment, and, or your time is tied to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Because chances are, if you've been furloughed, you were working for someone else. Now you all of a sudden have this time to do all of the things that were on the list that you wanted to do, but you couldn't do because you had to go into your office.
Right. All things like this. If you keep a positive mental attitude, everything that comes your way, you're going to spin it in a positive way. Like, oh, this happened for a reason. I'm going to learn this, or I'm going to take advantage of this gift of time, or I'm going to jog this trail like that dude did that was just cruising by us here. I mean, you have a choice. That's the beauty. Another thing we've been gifted in this human life is the gift of choice. You get to choose at any given moment throughout your day, throughout the month, throughout the year, throughout your life. You get to choose on how you want to spend your time, or how you want to think about things, which is most importantly. I guess this is what we're talking about. You have ability to create your life because you have a choice in how to view it and how your perception is. We've done a lot of videos on this. Your perception is your reality, right? So
you get to choose your experience based on the things that are going on. Now, the quarantine and the pandemic, we personally didn't choose that happening, but we are 100% responsible for the choices that we make during this time.
That's how you perceive it and how
Right.
you spend your time. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And you know, for us, and we experienced firsthand having COVID-19, but for us, this time has been really special because I just don't think we'd have had 2 months with our daughter and her boyfriend where they're with us for 2 straight months.
Not at this age, right?
Well,
Yeah, they're off
exactly.
creating their own life. They don't have this time normally.
Right. It
right?
would be
to work from anywhere.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, they both have other responsibilities and jobs, and the beautiful thing is because they're both able to work from home right now, not only
Work from anywhere.
Work from anywhere, not only able but mandated because they're not allowed to go into their offices. We have been gifted this time with them, and we wouldn't have that
Right.
otherwise in these circumstances, which, you know, all of us say, oh, I wish this didn't happen, but it did happen.
Right.
And we need to take out of it whatever we choose. And for me, I'm choosing to you know, take out the magnificent family time and, you know, really just having that joyful time with them. And also, as Jeffrey said, I don't think we've ever hiked as much as we have, and really seen nature and appreciated just the smallest details.
Yeah, it's
of
great.
nature.
Well, I think this is all training us too. There are a lot of people that are shifting. They call this, you know, shifting the collective consciousness or shifting to the new norm, whatever you want to call it. I think there's a lot of that going on, and certain people will choose a new way to live moving forward. So it isn't just about this time. It's like all things that happen, events that you would prefer not to happen, I guess, if you had a choice. There are things that happen in this world. It's how you perceive them and then how you take that time. If you go into things with a real positive attitude and look for the good, I guess, look for the good, be that good finder. I mean, there's plenty of good around us. There's plenty of opportunity, right?
Absolutely, always.
Yeah.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the mountains in Copper Mountain.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
Peace out.